what do you do about the ground? It's still there. You
Bring
still
it.
would you want to live in a place where they bulldoze the house where a little girl is getting killed? Fuck that.
Not even joking about it. I don't want to live there.
No one wants to live there. I don't even know what it is now. I mean, I don't know if anybody ever bought it.
Yeah. I grew up in old houses in the Chicago area, you know what I mean? And like some of them houses were creepy for no reason and some weren't. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah. There's something to that.
But hey, I was in Iraq and I was in one of them like, Uday and Qusay like fucking raped people. Them guys were evil.
You went to like their palace,
all
that kind of shit.
All of them.
Those guys.
I carried their bodies off an airplane and had to guard them until they got cleaned up by the morgue and DNA tested.
Whoa.
But them fucking guys, them palaces, like they would pick up like fucking 12-year-olds off the street. They didn't give
feed
a
them to dogs.
fuck. The lions, we found them fucking. So Uday had lions, and the lions were. It's not funny, but I mean it's kind of humorous. But I think it's funny. But the lions were like on the army side, the big army side, and they were inside this fence, right? And then the lions were like just lazy as fuck, didn't care about no army guys. And then one day I seen a lady and kids walk by and they're just behind chain link. And them fucking lions went nuts. And I knew like
They've
only
been feeding them ladies and kids.
Fuck yeah. They were fucking evil,
I
man.
read so many horrible stories about those guys that they would find a woman who was getting married and they would rape her and then feed her to their dogs.
Yeah. Or the fucking carp outside the palaces, them big lakes full of these giant carps that just fucking eat bodies like you read about. Yeah, but so I was down in one of those one night just because like I could be, and I had my flashlight. Always been fascinated by ghost hunting, by the way. So I'm down there by myself just exploring, you know what I mean? And like this fucking door slammed on me, you know what I mean? I was freaked the fuck out. And I'm the only one down there, you know what I mean? Like freaked me the fuck out, man. Yeah. And the energy down in those fucking like rape rooms or whatever I don't know what the fuck you call it. Like they did fucking bad shit there. It's just like, I don't know, like it like, you ever ride like a roller coaster and it like turns your stomach?
Yeah.
That's how it feels to me in them rooms. I don't know what that is, but it makes me almost want to throw up. And the stronger it is, the more I feel like I'm gonna throw up. But
those guys were such fucking monsters. It's just so crazy that story repeats itself over and over again. Like the sons of kings that grow up that way are always just super fucking evil because they have unchecked power from the time they're a child.
Yeah. I gotta be honest. If I could clone myself and I'd had like a mini me right now, I would abuse him. Just to make sure he grows up right. I would raise him right. You know what I mean? Like, when I say abuse him, I mean like
force him to work hard.
Yeah, fucking earn his shit his whole fucking life. I mean, like, I had a guy, like, I had a, I don't know what he was. I was in the Middle East somewhere, and one of the guys asked me, like, are American babies stupid? And I'm like, what? And he's like, are American babies stupid? And I'm like, why? And he's like, well, in America, like, there would be a fence at the edge of the cliff so the baby can't go over. In my country, like, the baby knows, don't go by the cliff. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, what the fuck?
Well, I bet they don't. I bet the babies that don't know go off the cliff, and those genes never propagate.
Again.
Yeah. That's the most harsh form of natural selection.
Darwinism right there.
The most harsh form of it. Yeah. No fucking, I mean, kids that grow up outside, lock key kids, like when I was a kid.
Yeah.
You just got left out of the house. Bye. Have fun. And you figure out who's the child molester. You figure out who's a creep, what's dangerous. Don't go near the train tracks. You can't hear the train until it's too late.
Stay away from
you hear
the
about
drunks
the kid that gets hit.
At the liquor store.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
You learn about danger.
Yeah, I tell you, I got my first key. I was 6. I fucking lost it like the same day. My mom's yelling at me, and she's like, what do you got to say for yourself? I was like, I still remember. It's like one of my oldest memories. It's like, I'm 6. Yeah, and she was just kind of like, yeah, I'm 6. Like. I had it one fucking day. Like, I never carried a key in my life. Like, of course I'm going to fuck this up. And she was like, we can't afford all these keys. You know what I mean? Like, But at the same time, like, I'm fucking 6, you know? So we ended
Yeah.
up having to hide it somewhere. And then, you know, because my brother wasn't good at fucking keys either. Like,
You know, it's fucked up that I don't want that to happen to my kids. Like, I don't want my life was nothing like your life, but I was definitely, like, let loose in the world, you know, and
Yeah.
not really given any guidance.
ton of let loose with no guidance.
But that's how you make a person like you. Like, a person like you doesn't come from a home that has, like,
Right.
you know, you're coddled, you're taken care of, you're always protected.
Yeah.
Like, the only way you make, like, a legit beast of a man is that man has to go through a lot of shit through their
Yeah.
life, and then they come out on the other end hard.
Right.
It's the only way. Like,
Right.
You don't, you know, I've never met, like, a world champion fighter that came from, like, the happiest of childhoods. It
Yeah.
just doesn't
Yeah,
exist.
but I don't. A lot of unit or special forces or ranger guys, like, I used to call it the fatherless. You know what I mean? And it works kind of two ways. Either you had a dad, but he worked and he came home and he passed out and he woke up and he was gone before you got up. And when you got home, he was asleep on the couch or already out for the night because he fucking works fucking a lot of hours. Or you kind of just didn't have a dad. You know what I mean?
Right.
Those people make special forces soldiers. Just like, you know, dad issues for a chick or put her on a pole. Those same
Right.
issues in a dude puts them in special forces, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
And I'll take the fatherless all day long,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
sure.
Well, those are the world champions. I mean, that's Mike Tyson, right? You know,
Yeah.
He was 13 years old, no family.
Yeah.
He gets adopted by a guy who's a psychologist, who's a hypnotist,
Yeah.
and is a great boxing coach and teaches him to become this elite fighter. And I kind of think that you don't become that guy unless you're dealing with all sorts of unspeakable tragedy and horrors
Right.
when you're a child.
Well, you wouldn't have that kind of focus without that.
Right. You wouldn't have that monster inside of
Right.
you. Like, you have
Right.
to. That monster has to grow because it needs to be there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say, like, and I don't know what the ratio is, but I would say like 1 out of every fucking 100 or 300 is like the fucking high school quarterback who married the fucking prom king.
Very rare.
Yeah, like,
Very rare.
I think
very
I only
rare.
knew one of those guys.
Yeah,
You know
and
what
those
I mean?
guys, I bet if you dig into their childhood, their dad was probably a little abusive.
Yeah, or their mom, or
Or a
there's-
brother.
Yeah, something.
There's another thing, is older brothers. It's like you want to find the young brother. The young
Yeah.
brother's the beast.
I'm the little brother.
Yeah, that's it. The young brother gets beat up by the older brother and just constantly in battle his whole life. Like, so many
Yeah.
fighters,
Yeah.
the best fighters have like Chris Weidman's got a great story like that.
Well, I mean, think about this. If you had to fight your bigger brother off your whole life, you would be good at jiu-jitsu. Why? Because
Yeah.
you understand leverage, you understand patience, wait for the move,
Yeah.
take some punishment, move later. You know the deal,
You're
right?
also accustomed to being in battle all the
Right,
time
right.
with your brother.
Right.
Yeah.
Hickson
Accustomed
was a
to
little
conflict.
brother to Holes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same thing.